Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Popping. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. And today's video, we're going to give you an update on the latest that we have from Forex regarding Triple D. So first, a recap. If you're not aware, we had last week, that's not good. We had the mention on June 11th that they have been doing testing for 4 or 5 days. This was about the TWAP and the liquidity provider fee and the issue between PancakeSwap DEX and the native DEX and keeping those values consistent so that it knew which one to use for purchasing drip. Then on Monday of last week, on June 12th, we had this update to be prepared for a big week, but we got radio silence all the way until Friday. Then Friday, he mentioned that they have made a ton of progress and that he was testing 1900 lines of code within the contract. And this is also where he mentioned that Triple D went from a half-baked idea to a product that will stand the test of time. So the DAO members were testing this over the weekend as well. And then we come to the last updates that I've gotten that I had to pull from various channels is here. So this is on June 20th. So today for me, it is, what time is it? About 6 p.m. on the 22nd, Tuesday? No, still Tuesday 20th. So this was just earlier this morning. So about 14 hours ago is this update. So he said, built the mechanic to ensure Triple D can pay for itself without selling more than $50 a drip a day. It needs Link to pay for VRF calls and to keep upkeep to call the upkeep product to end round, so it's all decentralized, but that requires Link. Needed to make sure it could buy Link with drip, but that it didn't add sell pressure to drip, which was not easy. So what I did is send the drip from the 1% marketing budget to the RNG contract, which then checks the price of drip on our TWAP. And if the RNG contract has bought $50 worth of Link that day, it doesn't buy any, but if it has bought less than $50 worth of Link, it buys Link. This way, the project can always fund itself, even if people just play with drip, but it never buys more than $50 worth of Link a day. This way, it doesn't add sell pressure. This was actually a lot of work. Would have been easier to just swap the 1% of drip that comes from the marketing budget to Link in order to pay for Link. But of course, we can't do that because it would add sell pressure to drip. So we created this model. So I'll give you the TLDR on that. So if you're not familiar with Chainlink and their VRF calls, they have to use these oracles to verify the price of assets so that it can't be not hacked, but spoofed basically in a contract, and exploited is the word I'm looking for. So to do that, they use the oracles, and you have to use Link, which is their native asset, to fund those contracts and those calls. And in this example, he said they need about $50 a day. Now, the reason this had to be done because you can play Triple D with BNB, BUSD, and drip. Now, if for some odd reason we had a stint of nothing but drip being played, then there would be no BNB or BUSD to buy Link with. And like he said, the easiest way would have been able to take that 1% and convert it all to BNB or BUSD, but he went for the non-selling route. You know, Forex is all about assets you don't have to sell, so he does not like to sell any of the assets no matter what. So therefore, he came up with this different model. And then he said the rest of drip will go to the tax vault and occasionally used for contests. The BNB and BUSD will be used for marketing and to build more stuff. I have meetings about it tomorrow, but we are looking good. So this will be, when you guys are watching this video, should be already the tomorrow he was referring to. I'm so not paying attention to anything else going on. Barely have time to trade. This week coming up is big. We have some very great guys on our team and the best community in crypto. In 8 days, all of Animal Farm B3 will be done with development. We paid a retainer with who I think is the best influencer marketing firm in crypto. This is the 4th marketers we have worked with because I fired the rest. I just won't stand for anything less than what we deserve. We hired a very strong dev team for all the ReapDAO stuff. We really just need to get Triple D and drip out the door because we have so much ready to go. I can't wait for Triple D to really be in full effect. Going well, progress every day, really just testing now. So it sounds like he has all of the issues worked out that were quote unquote from the half-baked idea or quote unquote from the issues that they had before, and now they're just testing it. We saw the DAO members were testing it, and he has implemented these new changes as well. And the only thing I can say, like, I actually don't know when a date for this would be, but as you can see, he's mentioning a lot about the animal farm and everything else that he wants to develop and push forward. So the good news is that Triple D and Drip is in the way. So the Reef DAO, the Animal Farm B3, the dogs NFTs, all that is behind Triple D and Drip. And so he will get this out sooner rather than later, which is good because the community is definitely waiting on it. Let's see. As a matter of fact, oh, and this, somebody asked about the Drip BUSD, and he said, as a matter of fact, maybe I'll tell BB to look out for something to support Drip BUSD. I won't know until it's done. We are close, but it's such a large contract with multiple other contracts that I had to build, and I was told it was good to go until I actually started testing it and realized everything was broken or missing. Not really sure how to take that. If I was on the team that was responsible for this, that would probably rub me the wrong way, but that's not me, so I can't really speak to them. But the verbiage he's used on the fact that this was quote unquote half-baked idea and everything was broken or missing, that to me does sound a bit like a slap in the face to the guys that put a lot of effort on this. But it's neither here nor there. But the good thing about this is that we built it to be very strong since it all needed to be rebuilt anyway. And that's interesting as well. The whole thing needed to be rebuilt. And now we are testing, but we have to be very careful and cover all our bases. So I remember I heard something from Ray. He mentioned that the dev that was on this was working on it and then finished and moved on to another project. So they couldn't bring him back in. They brought this new team in. And then of course you had the old Drip contract that was with BB and they couldn't bring BB in. And then remember that the UI was being worked on by the I forgot, Ooze developers. So it's just like Drip is like this redheaded stepchild that nobody wants to take care of, it seems like, constantly being kicked around to different people. And then when you think somebody is working on it that's good and supportive, they disappear, or everything is quote unquote broken or missing. So I don't know. It's very frustrating, I guess, for the outside in, because the community members that aren't behind the scenes don't really know what's going on, and you got to read into these things, and depending on how you read it, it could be viewed one way or the other. But reference BB, it's interesting. He said, somebody asked, is he still part of the team? He said no, but he's still my friend. It's weird. I actually spoke with him for the first time in a few months and a couple days ago. People get burnt out. Crypto is stressful. I don't let it get to me because I have been living the life of a dev trader since high school. So all in all, I have no idea when this will be released. All I can say is that it is in the way of the stuff that Forex really wants to get out the door. So that's better than nothing. I'm assuming probably first week of July. Stunna made a joke that it would be July 4th. I could see that being much more realistic. So we will see. So it sounded like there were a lot of other things to work on. And yeah, here we are now. So at least at this stage, it seems as though those things have been fixed and we're moving forward. So other than that, I don't have any additional feedback. So we'll just see how it goes. But hopefully that gave you guys some insights on what's going on. Maybe also by the time you watch this video, you get some more updates. So remember, those were not in the Forex Shark calls. Those were pulled from other chats. And I think that's some of the issues that the community doesn't have. So if you come into the Forex Shark calls, you'll see like 14,000 people saw the message from last week, 14,000 on the one for Drip Update, and about 10,000 for this last one. But basically, if you're not following him in the various chats, you aren't getting everything. And if you're not on Telegram, you're definitely not getting everything. So I still feel there is definitely room for communication transparency, because again, this was on Monday the 12th, and then we went an entire week to the end of the week on the 16th, and it's just like we made a ton of progress. So before you're told, hope you're ready for a big week on Monday morning, and then you wait an entire week to get this, but there might have been some updates in other channels where he just says something random because somebody asked about it. And same thing since June 16th now to the 20th, where we have this update that I showed for you guys. So definitely, I'd love to see some room for improvement on the team with that. I know BP is their project manager, and then he's got all these devs. But in my humble opinion, what he really needs is like not necessarily a social media manager, but like a PR manager, somebody that actually, you know, can put out information like more at a rapid clip, even like on Twitter or in a Discord, or hell, using the YouTube channel that we have to once a day put out a video. Like, you know, that somebody that goes through and does exactly what I did for you guys, goes through all the places that he's sharing content, puts it together and puts it out on the actual official Drip YouTube channel. That would be great. But unfortunately, that is not a priority of Forex. As I mentioned, he is product focused, and there are other people in development that could be customer or client focused. So I don't think that's ever going to happen. So you just got to take the good with the bad and find your way through this space. But hopefully I can give you guys that update and you'll be able to find some value in that. So if you did, you know the drill. Smash that HBO special.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.